Hello, welcome to day 4 of my rotten red-headed older brother. So today we're going to focus on the end of the story again, and we're going to pick up on this page where we left off yesterday. But again, before we do, let's take a look at what you're going to draw and write about today. So today you're going to draw what Richard does for Tricia. So you need to pay really close attention because I don't know that the picture shows it. I think you have to listen to the words. I also want you to, of course, write your sentence or two about your picture, and then I'm going to tell you at the end of the story what I want you to discuss. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start off by rereading this page that we left off on yesterday, and then we'll move on from there. That night, I ran straight for the merry-go-round. We must have taken 50 turns on that carousel, but then my brother got off. I stayed on. I went around and around and around. I knew I could do this longer than you, I shouted to my brother, feeling proud, but just a bit dizzy. Tricia, I heard my bubby calling out. Get off that thing. It's time to go home. The last thing I remembered was stepping off from the platform. Next thing I knew, I woke up with Bubby sitting on the edge of my bed. Mom and Grandpa were there too. You gave us all a fright, Mama said. How do you feel? What happened? I asked. You fell, my rotten red-headed older brother announced with the biggest grin on his face. I don't know what we would have done, my bubby said softly. Your brother carried you all the way home, and then he had to run to get Dr. Lee. I'm actually going to read that last paragraph starting right here at I don't know one more time. I don't know what we would have done, my bubby said softly. Your brother carried you all the way home, and then he had to run to get Dr. Lee. You had to have stitches. I watched it all, he said excitedly. You fell off the merry-go-round right into some pop bottles, my Gramps added. You even passed out, my brother chirped. Looks like you finally did something special. It was from that exact moment that our relationship changed somehow. Thanks, Richie, I said to him. What's a big brother for, anyway? He said, blushing. I'm going to reread part of that page again, too. I'm going to start right here with it. It was from that exact moment on that our relationship changed somehow. Thanks, Richie, I said to him. What's a big brother for, anyway? He said, blushing. That night we were all out in the backyard. On hot Michigan nights, it was my family's custom to sleep outside where it was cool. Look at those stars, Bubby said quietly. Wishes are funny, aren't they? I said. Sometimes they come true differently than you think they will. That's why you have to be very careful what you wish for. It just may come true, Bubby said. Then she squeezed both of our hands. Hang on to the grass, she whispered. Why, Bub? My brother asked. Because if we don't, we might float up to the stars. Then she leaned over and kissed us both 3 times. I kiss your eyes and I hold both of your hearts in my good keeping. And this night I thank God that I walk this earth with both of you. Amen. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, I always forget there's another page. Then we all just lay on our blankets in the gentle summer night. I'll always be 4 years older than you, though, my brother whispered softly. Then he smiled. All of us held one another's hands, and then we all drifted off to sleep. So, what I want you to draw a picture of today is what Richard does for Tricia. What did he do for her? The hint over there says, what happens when Tricia steps off the merry-go-round? Write your sentence about what is happening. And then I want you to have a conversation with your adult at home. I want you to talk to them about if Tricia's feelings changed for her brother. From the beginning of the book to the end of the book, did she have a change in feelings? And then tell them how you know that. What happened in the story to help you know that? Thanks for joining me today for reading time. Bye-bye.